Hello, Barbara Darby, Dr. Darby.
Hello, Pat Sams.
Thank you so much for sitting down to talk to me today. And we are in a beautiful space that exudes power. And I feel like I'm on purpose and on point here. So let's talk about being a leader and what that means and that journey to leadership.
Yes. Well, leadership is an important opportunity to make a difference. And when one steps into that kind of position, one must come equipped to do it. And even though you come equipped, you have to recognize also your areas of need and try to strengthen those areas. So, leadership development programs are an important way of doing that. My God, I have been to many, and I can tell you each one added to my abilities to lead.
So we've embarked on this journey, you and I.
Yes, yes.
Well, I go to the best. What I've learned on my leadership journey over some 40 years of you being my mentor is you surround yourself with greatness. And that is what the Legacy League Inc. is all about. It's not just about my experiences, it's about shared experiences and tapping into powerful women who not only have had their individual journeys, but they're vulnerable enough to share them with young women that are coming behind them.
Oh, absolutely. And when I look at the components of the program and what we are going to do for the young women who participate, providing support, leadership is also a very lonely place to be. And so you have to have people that you know you can go to for counsel, for advice, who will listen. They might not tell you what to do, but they'll just allow you to work your way to the answer that you need. So support is one of the key things that we will be doing in the Legacy League. Mentorship. Oh my goodness, I have had mentors who have made the difference, who opened doors, who chastised me when I needed to be chastised. And all of that rounds up to a stronger individual, leader, person, community servant, whatever that role might be. And then empowerment, helping our young ladies to know who they are and whose they are. Very important, because many times when we are in our organizations, there are those who just don't want us to succeed, who will do any and everything to demean what we are doing. And in those cases, you have to know who you are. You have to be self-confident, and you have to be able to put that stuff aside and keep your eyes on the prize, on the focus. And that's what we want to do and will do for the young women who join us.
Barbara, for me, I'm so excited. And when I called you a few months ago and I just bubbled over, because for me, at this stage in my life, it's about being blessed and sharing that. And when we talk about being blessed, people like the pretty and all the good things that come along with leadership and power and rising to the top. But you hit right on it. Leadership can be lonely, but what it can also be is sometimes, depending on the space you find yourself in, people defining what that looks like for you and putting you in a corner or marginalizing you. So for me, these young women that are starting out in their careers, they're powerful, they are intelligent, they are capable, but sometimes they're put in a corner, marginalized, and made to feel as though they're not enough. So this program will surround them with women, as said before, that have journey that
Blaze the
that can help
trail.
them navigate those landmines to
Yes.
understand that you are enough, but it's the
Right.
packaging and the presentation that matters.
Exactly. And as you know, I wrote a book about my leadership journey,
That's
and
right.
one of the chapters I entitled Learning How to Swim with Sharks. And that chapter addresses what you have just discussed, in that you have to know how to work around difficult individuals in your company or agency or association, because they're going to be there. And you have a goal, you have a vision, you still have to pursue that. And learning how to navigate around that kind of behavior that tends to want to detract from who you are is very important.
I couldn't agree more. And what I also want to put out there that we don't talk about all the time, everybody in the room, it, they're not always welcoming you.
That's right.
We're in this
That's right.
beautiful boardroom right now, but unless you can get into the room, you're outside of the door,
That's
and
right.
not everybody's inviting you inside. So when we talk about women of color, we're talking about diversity. We're talking about diversity of thought, of um, background, women that bring purpose to their place and know that they need help and support to
Yes.
get to where they ultimately want to be,
Yes.
and unique in a sense that we know there are boundaries in a corporate environment, but you said it best. You have to know whose you are and
Right.
then understand I may have to pray outside the
Yes.
boardroom
Yes.
so I'm successful in
In
the
the
boardroom.
boardroom. And we shouldn't lose sight of the legacy piece of this, because as I look at you, I've known you for over 40 years. And what I have observed is that your journey has been about giving back.
Mhm.
And here you are, giving back, having gone on a journey in corporate America. You realize and recognize that there is something you can give back to those coming behind you. That's leaving a legacy. And so that example models for these young ladies the importance of giving back and recognizing that it's not all about them. It's not all about them. So I am excited and I'm looking forward to the journey together, but more importantly, I'm looking forward to seeing these young women in the future doing great things similar to what you are doing
Legacy leaders for life.
for life.
Thank you, my friend.
I love you.
I love you.